step number 2 is what? Tell us about step number 2.
Step number 2 is critical, I think, for all savers, and that is have an emergency fund. Okay, have some cash set aside in an FDIC insured checking account or savings account, or an FDIC insured, laddered CDs with less than 6 months, so that when the emergencies come, and they're coming in my home right now.
They will be, yes.
Yeah. So at my house right now, it's extremely cold downstairs in the morning because our HVAC isn't working properly. And I know at some point, probably this year, maybe next year, I'm going to be dipping into my emergency fund to pay somewhere between $8 and $16,000
for a new HVAC unit.
That's right. But there are some rules of thumb.
Okay, perfect.
That people can consider when it comes to an emergency fund, having an appropriate emergency fund. So I really feel that you should consider an emergency fund of around 3 months or more of your expenses, your monthly expenses.
So what if that's not the situation, you're married, you have a spouse that's at home, and you only have one source of income?
6 months or more,
okay.
I'd say, is a good rule of thumb. If you are a single wage earner, or if you're married and only one spouse works and there's no secondary source of income, I would say consider 6 months or more.
If you're looking, step number 2, emergency fund, having 3 to 6 months based on your situation, you might want to get out and do a little bit of research, because there are other institutions out there that may pay a higher yield for that liquid emergency fund. And you've got to be able to think about where you're putting it and maximize that, because it'd be nice to earn a little bit of interest on it while it's sitting there idle.